lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Boston College's offense will get the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires on the move. He's straight downfield. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a bit. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Panthers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Pitt right back to the line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Got it behind the line. It's driving. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Catch in the middle. It's Montgomery. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thompson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield. It's Babers. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Looking for a crease. It's Averill. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Babers.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The play action fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Boston College will send out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. Now on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds a spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Avram.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They go to the ground. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Caught near the sticks. It's driving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Pass interference.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Wide open downfield. It's a seam, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the grab. It's Avram. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Wants to throw on third down. Got his man. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boston College will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Spins away from the defender. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a first and goal. Wants to go up top. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.